just going to start now. Please, Tier 3 overlay. Hello, and welcome. Sorry, I'm just making sure the Tier 3 overlay comes up like I do every week. Welcome to Monza. Welcome to the Italian Grand Prix. We're about to find out in a second if it's a beautiful sunshining day or it's going to be a hell of a wet day. And it's a beautiful sunshining day. It is 17 drivers in tonight, which here at Monza could turn into absolute bedlam here at turn 1. But join me as always after the week break. It's FinFan, welcome, and Monza, always an interesting track, to say the least. Yes, that's right. Is that a new driver? I don't know. I am guard. I think that's the new driver. I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry I haven't caught up on everything, folks. It's been a busy week. I only just wrote my notes just a minute ago, so that's how far behind I am. Let me go to... Actually, I've just realised we don't have our second place in the... Well, I am God. I don't think it was meant to be in here. Okay, never mind. But Silk Weaver, the championship leader, Senna not here, so that's Bill... I can't even speak. Shows you how far since I've done this. Silk Weaver lead the championship by 1 over Senna, and now we'll be going into this race looking for a confident result, no doubt about it. Yeah, talk us through mods. I mean, we're not going to talk about what happened yesterday at all, the both of us, because yesterday was a. Because yesterday was quite fascinating. But Monza, what's your thoughts on Monza? That's great to... Sorry. That's great timing for me, putting the stream on, and it gives me an ad. Fantastic. As a 119 or 101 for Raf, I'm sure those times will improve throughout the session. 119.012 from Poms for the win, 87 here. Silk Weaver comes around the last corner now, and let's see where the Williams can go here. And we'll go to a 119.160, so not in the high times that I'm expecting at the moment, as the new driver Drake's RL crosses the line now in the Renault and goes P5. So, yeah, I'm expecting for well, I mean, I'm being nice there. I mean, 1902, but I'm expecting some of this must be up in the 18s at least 18.5, 18.6 possibly. Yes, it'll definitely be mid-18 by middle of the session. The chat have opened now. There we go. As Heatwave now out there on a set of medium tyres. And as you said, medium soft, soft medium. You really don't want to touch the hards here unless you do what I did yesterday and go on the hard slap one because you got damage and hope for a safety car. That's pretty much the only reason why you'd probably go on the hards. Oh, that's because you're on a racing point. As Toto is out, there's Satara, and Toto is out, where the famous incident last season for you Tier 4 fans out there involving Big Hairy Jock. Tier 4 coming up in 2 hours' time as Heatwave comes through. That's going to be not an invalidation. Very nicely done. I thought it was going to be done, but holds on to it very nicely. And let's see what he can do. The best of the meeting so far is Roscoe Arm with a 120.466 as Heatwave crosses the line now, and it's only a 21-0 for him. Now just... I'll give him a break on that one. Most people probably don't do much practice anymore anyway. But Echo now, as Stenner has rejoined the session. Of course, Stenner winning last time out, as Echo now comes around the last corner. Me and Echo had a very good battle here last season in Tier 4. Let's see what Echo can do here. It's a 19.772 and goes to 7th fastest. On the mediums. Goes per. Not bad, but still P8, and I'll be to see what he does if he wants to start outside the top 10 and go the alternate, or want to go for that delicious pole, which is very, very vital at this circuit. Well, it can be, especially turn 1, because I mean, we'll talk about it later on, but certain other teams could get crazy here at turn 1 here at Monza. I mean, I don't want to give T6 a lot of stink, but T6 probably had one of the best finishes so far in BRL history this season in Belgium. Shout out to that finish in Belgium. As Formula Chat said, let's go Aussies. Well, Poms is on top of the moment. Formula and Roscoe, of course, the Racing Points needing a better result. They have not had that for quite a while. As Ardell now begins his run. I'm trying to see who's about to start a lap time here. Well, Silk's about to start one. What about you do an off-mill lap with Silk? Since he's the championship leader, of course. That's interesting that Aiden Khan is, well, slipstream can be hugely here, or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe the two Mercedes were just right behind each other and they've just got their bearings wrong, I don't know. That can happen here at this circuit. You can get your bearings wrong with the car ahead. But slipstream definitely a crucial point. Yes, I was about to say, let's not bring that up. Oh my... Well, that was... Okay, thank goodness that was not me. As Raf now comes up as Ardell with an 18.949. Not bad from BRL Ardell. Here with Raf now, 2 tenths up on his time at the moment. And let's see what Raf can do here. As Brackish just joins in qualifying, they'll make it 6-17 drivers. As now Raf crosses the line, will this be to the top? Oh my goodness, it is. It's 18.672. Oh. fastest in the last sector for Silk, but I don't think that really means much. But 18.9, and there is the gaps for you all. As Poms now actually... I know Heatwave's just starting lap time, but I'll go forward with Poms. Could get a little... No, he has the moment. I'll tell you this right now, this weekend you're going to see a lot of that turn 10, and could be where the causes of a safety car here this weekend. Watch out for that. As Poms now crosses the line, it's 18.8, it goes P2. Yeah. As Heatwave begins his lap time now, Leclerc's out there doing what Leclerc usually does and just goes, probably going to go for a... No, he doesn't. He's actually lifted off in the arrow, so never mind. And so Sprightly saying up the Williams. Yes, the Williams drivers third and Radicus down P18. I don't know if Radicus actually binned it or maybe just, I don't know. No idea. But watch the end of Heatwave here. Let's see where the Alfa Romeo can go. And he is currently 1.1 seconds up on his lap time. And very nice through Ascari, but almost had... Could have been lights out for an validation, but did it beautifully as we now come to the last corner. Turn 11, and let's see where this Alfa Romeo can go. 18.672 by Raf at the moment, and Heatwave now will cross the line. It's P5. So, yeah. Very nicely done at the moment. As Ardell says, Radicus crashed out at Ascari. Thank you very much, Ardell. As we'll see Echo now to cross the line. Let's see what he can do. And it's an improvement to P8. 19.370. Yes! Yes, he did. Well, especially for the two lesbians that happened. Sorry, I'm sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it once. I'll do it once. I just gotta do it once. I can't do it tomorrow with Rick, so I had to do it once. But there you go. Yeah, easy to do here, though. It is very easy to get a validation here. Roscoe, I think, validated as well because he was on a lap time. But yeah, Aiden Carr now pulls into the pits, and that was very late coming into the pits there for Aiden Carr. But Raf now begins his timed run as everyone is out on circuit. Well, not everyone. I mean, the people that have not finished their final runs here, including ARL Brackish, who comes into the lane. Probably just a quick, how am I going? Sataris has gone P7 as Raf now. Yes, 2/10 off. This could be a lap that could put him firmly on the top. 10th up. So, whoa, there it, and if he can get that around quick, he could come back around unless he doesn't have a fresh set of softs left. As Saws, hold on to it, Raf. Oh no, oh Raf, hold on to it. Sideways action here, giving the fans here at Monza what they want to see, a Mercedes in the wall. I mean, it's true. It's been like that for the last 7 years. Well, except for last year, since still no one there. Dark Eyes now is beginning lap time. Dark Eyes only in P8 at the moment. Of course, Dark Eyes 4 for the championship. I'm expecting Dark Eyes to be a little bit more up there. And we've got 2:12 to go on the clock. It'll trigger me too, but I won't say that. And FinFan is muted. No? No? Has he not included his audio? Have you not included your audio, sir? Well, chat, there's your answer. What? There you go. Well, that's very unprofessional. So we had an onboard lap. We had an onboard lap that was complete silence. We love it. Oh dear. And yes, Chandler, I agree. Dark Eyes crossed the line.
I see the chat too, just so you know.
You know I'm kidding, or am I? As Poms will start his lap time. It's time to get serious now because Brackish now starts his lap. Matt out there as well. Matt, another one who was only slightly up on his time. And Leclerc out there on that lap as well. But I don't think Leclerc will really care if he gets the lap in as well. Look at this. Traffic already starting to get up here. Leclerc behind Ardell. Ardell's behind an Alfa Romeo. I think it's Heatwave. So everyone's just baking up here. It's well, not exactly 2019 Monza, but getting close to it. As Dark Eyes invalidating his lap time, but he's already done in P3. So let me try to see who's going to be one of the first ones here. I can't really tell. It might be Mercedes of Aiden Khan. Yeah, it's going to be Aiden Khan. And then we're going to see, well, Matt's done. Matt's done. He's P12. He's done for the session. Aiden Khan now, 4 tenths up. Almost half a second up, actually. So what can Aiden Khan do? Can he go up near his teammate here? As drags, I can't say it properly. I'll get it right, Renault driver. I'll get it right before the end of the season.
Palms had a much better run out of Ascari there. He was about a tenth down.
Oh, goes to the top. 18.5. Here comes Poms.
Poms was a little bit down. Oh man, that was so close.
Silk invalidates. Ardell invalidates. Heatwave still is on a reasonable lap time here at the moment. So we'll watch Heatwave now. Let's see where Heatwave can go. And Stenner's not far behind as well. Where's Stenner? He's on well, he's invalidated. So Stenner's starting at the back. Here's Heatwave.
Heatwave backed off. Heatwave backed off.
Had a moment there, and I thought he's going to bid it into the pit wall. We don't want to see a death.
I thought Stenner was still on a lap.
No, he validated.
Actually interested to see what he would have done. 18.981. That would have put him P8 only, actually. Because just how close the grid is. A tenth more. Yeah, Heatwave, if he would have got a tenth more, he'd be P4.
Yeah, I think Senna validated a Scar because it was purple and then it turned red real quick. But there we go, Aiden Khan on pole by, really not by much, over Poms for the win, 87, and Raf in 3rd. Championship leads down in 5th. I mean, the Discord chat, he was hoping for rain, so that just shows you what he wanted here tonight. As, yes, Stenner starting P16. He will be wanting to stay out of trouble, but on the alternate strategy is probably not too bad anyway. There's the results here in qualifying. And forget about that drive in P17 doesn't count. As turn 1, we're going to get very excited because it's going to get very tasty in about 5 minutes time.
Like I said, very hard to hook up a lap around here, as you see 4 drivers not setting a lap whatsoever, either binning it or invalidating it to every lap they did. Especially Stenner.
Yeah, it's Stenner invalidation and will now most definitely start on the medium tyres and go to the softs. But fascinating this will turn out to be. No doubt about it.
Well, Stenner might not want to be on pole if you were him. He did break that curse, though. He broke the curse.
Yes. And as Sprightly saying, Radicus last the first challenge. Yes, he will try to do that. Radicus, not a bad starter, and he could do very well. He's just got to watch out for those invalidations. But there's the field, and most likely we're going to see guys. Yep, Stenner mediums, tyres go on, and but it's likely going to see Leclerc probably on the mediums. Radicus on the mediums as well. Brackish on the mediums, and 5 seconds, and formation lap will be commencing. Oh dear.
Turn 1 chaos? I'll have a piece of that.
I think so. Chat, I think the percentage of a safety car here at this circuit is at least 100. Even though yesterday it was a full green realistic and there was not one safety car, so but you never know. Medias for Echo, Matt, Brackish, Stenner, and Radicus. So there we go. Predictions for the race. Boy, oh boy, I don't know. Monza, you don't really know, because if things go into craziness, anyone can win Monza. That's the thing. Monza's that kind of track. I'm going to go with Aiden Khan, though. Aiden Khan, when he's up front, is very competitive, and I think Aiden Khan can win this race. What's your thoughts? As Radicus at the back. Chance, give us your predictions as well for race winner. And I'll tell you what, chat, anyone could be in the running for this one, chat. I think we're going to see an absolute showdown into turn 1. Poms, Aiden Khan, Raf, Dark Eye Silk, Dell, Heatwave, Roscoe, Driggs, RL, Dre. I'm not good with pronunciations. Satara, Echo, Matt, Leclerc. Look out for Matt. Leclerc's on the softs, interestingly. Leclerc's usually one for the alternate. And look out for Brackish and Stenner as well. And so will Radicus. And yes, Riley should be a good one. It is Aiden Khan from Poms, from Raf, from Dark Eyes, from Silkweaver. That is your top 5. And at 27 laps around the Italian Grand Prix. Could the championship go wide open again, especially with Silk being P5 and Senna not here? What could go down? Radicus lines up in P18. The championship's coming down to the wire. It's a Mercedes versus a racing point on the front row. As we
oh my, that's a
racing at Monza. Let's just forget about what happened there, as Aiden Khan looks like he's got a very good start. He's got a fantastic start. Both of the Mercedes have got a beautiful start. Pomps has gone nowhere into turn 1. He's got a terrible start.
Corner.
And he's got a 5-second.
Yeah. It's kind of stupid.
Well. And Raf goes through into the lead, and that is a big moment there. As down the two Mercedes. Oh, the Sader can't look for his teammate. The two Mercedes go side by side.
Oh, Raph at the corner too.
And Silk now comes through this Dark Eyes. Here comes Dark Eyes out of nowhere. As absolute chaos between the two Mercedes, but Ada Khan's through. And Silk Weaver now in their position. And then Ardell's in behind. It was pretty clean throughout the field. Oh, there's an Alfa Romeo around, and it's Stenner.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it's pole or last.
Oh dear, Stenner goes around, and
he doesn't have wing damage.
Yeah, he could still get going, but he lost a lot of time. That's the difference in that one. So it's Ada Khan from Raf, and boy oh boy, I don't think there was contact between the two. I think Raf just went deep trying to hold the position, and could have ended even more chaotic. As now Ada Khan leads from Raf, Dark Eyes, Silk Weaver and Ardell. As now the new driver, Drax and Heatwave, as here comes Satara on Heatwave, but look, Heatwave now looks to go forward on the Renault, almost hits him. As side by side, Satara, more contact between the two, and that's what you're going to see here at Monza. Deep moves, deep, absolute bedlam, as Leclerc now comes through on Roscoe.
Ardell made contact with Silk trying to make a move into turn one, and Silk's round!
Oh no! Well, I said it. Could this be a day that things open up again? Because Silk's gone around. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we've got two big driver competitors around. As now look at this now, Heatwave. Heatwave and Leclerc going at it here at the moment. As Leclerc holds on the position. And Roscoe watching with a keenful eye behind. Oh, there was contact! There was only a light touch between Heatwave and Leclerc. And now, at the front, it is steady as
Roscoe
she goes
on the outside of Leclerc.
Excuse the scroll train. It's free wide! It's almost free. It was close to being free wide between the three there.
It might be three wide down into the first corner.
Roscoe might look to try to get away from them if
DRS.
he can. Yeah. Well, there's DRS this lap anyway. As Heatwave looks again on Leclerc, it's just not enough to get this move done. And Leclerc, the both of them slide beautifully. We love to see it. As Ardell losing time to Dark Eyes, and the top three now in their own world in this race at the moment. Wow. So much going on throughout the field.
It is Monza, so a lot of slipstream.
Oh, meanwhile, Brackish, Echo, and Toto. Look at these four. Radicus has just come through, I think, on two of them. As Brackish, I thought he was gone there for a second, but holds onto it. And things stay steady here at the back of the pack. Pretty much the medium runners here at the moment. Matt, in his own little world, doing okay at the moment, so we say it every week, look out for Matt at the end of the race.
Well, the top three have made a race of their own so far, which means there's really only two contenders right at this moment, and that's Wrath and Dark Eyes, because Aiden cut the first chicane and got 5 seconds out of it. He might, well, he can't get that removed because he'll serve it in the pit stop, unfortunately.
Yep. Meanwhile, Heatwave just not there at the moment on Leclerc. That could be a battle to watch throughout the race, those two very close to each other here at the moment. Speaking of close to each other, Dark Eyes and Raph, not far from each other here at the moment, but what's helping Raph is he's still under a second of his teammate. As Satara and Drax near each other at the moment as well. A lot of battles going on throughout the field. Roscoe is through at Heatwave. Has Heatwave had a moment? And one of the Lesmos, possibly. As Matt now looks for the move. So Heatwave's had a moment somewhere because Roscoe's come through. Ardell and Pobbs get a penalty.
Oh, Dark Eyes is left.
Dark Eyes is left.
I got it.
Oh my. This means there's a car off, I think. There's something has gone down. Ah, it's Heatwave again. Heatwave's gone around. The two Alfa Romeos just not having a good day here at the moment. Oh, dear.
May have invited him to the party. We didn't talk about that. He didn't join that one.
It's okay. It's alright. You just send him in here. There's now Drax.
Yeah, there it is.
Drax now looks not close enough here at the moment. Satara there as well. Satara doing very nicely P6 as well. Not bad by the Ferrari driver holding the flag here at the moment here at Monza. And someone's around Tardell. Stays out of the wall though.
Palms hit, or was it Palms or Roscoe? I think Palms hit the back of him. Because I saw Palms go off at that chicane.
Who knows? Who knows? Well, that's going to be an incident that will be looked at later on. As now the two Mercedes, Raf and Aiden Khan. Raf has gone. Has Aiden Khan had a moment because they're 1.1? My goodness me.
May well have, and Stenner is. Oh, Stenner and Silk are having a battle at the back of the field. After they had their own separate incidents earlier in the race, they're slowly closing back up.
Meanwhile, Satara, I just mentioned Satara is now P3. Ferrari on the podium. My goodness me, it's in my wet dreams at the moment that a Ferrari is on the podium. As now Drax, Leclerc also up in P5. Leclerc's always up there when he's even at the back. As Roscoe's not far behind us. Yeah, Palms has... Actually, no, I'll watch that just a second because Drax now trying to get near Satara. Leclerc gets a time penalty. Something's happened to Aircar. I don't know what it is. Palms now is drifting all the way back here at the moment, so I don't know. Palms, it doesn't look like he's got damage, so I don't know. Don't know what's happened there with Palms. That's Toto. That's Toto around. No, it's not Toto. What is I'm so confused. It's Monza.
Sprightly has his damage on. Vehicle damage is on full. I'm looking at it right now. So if
Sprightly.
If some driver crashed and didn't get damaged, that's just a great game.
Yeah, well, to be honest, Sprightly, I think it's more, and that's brackish around. I think it's more with just drivers tonight have gotten lucky and just not stayed out of the wall. I think that's pretty much what it's been.
The two
Renaults here tonight.
Quite close.
Ooh. And Roscoe's still sitting there behind, and Roscoe doing very nicely with no penalties at the moment. Roscoe usually a penalty master, but doing very nicely with no penalties at the moment. If he stays in a good rhythm like he was in China, his first race in BRL, just stay in a rhythm and could go on for a good result. As Dark Eyes will be slewed in his car. Again, it's just changing the championship outcome completely. I mean, it doesn't really change much. The only person that's going to come out of this well could maybe be Leclerc. It's unbelievable. As Dark Eyes now looks like he's back in his car, and we're back to a good running at the moment.
It's going to be a little bit of a recovery drive for Dark Eyes now and the DRS of the top two, and he did have pace early on, so he's going to be pushing like hell the rest of this race.
He will be. He'll be pushing very hard, and Matt's in there very nicely. P7 at the moment. Who's that? No one's went around. It's just a random yellow flag. We love to see it. As Palms and Ardell close to each other here again. Palms and Ardell have a little bit of history. They had a little history in Spain, a few other circuits as well. Palms now's going to try to get the DRS here, look for the move here on Ardell. Stenner with the fastest lap of the race, but Stenner's down P14 at the moment, and Palms looks to do it. Can he get this done on Ardell? Ardell goes deep. Oh, and Palms, more contact between the two. And these two just going at it with each other. And Stenner says, thank you very much. I'll go through into position.
Not surprised there was contact there. Know who you're racing. Oh my,
Silk.
Stenner! Sent it round the outside of Ardell.
I was focused on Silk there, and that happened. My goodness me. Oh, as now 1 second between the two Mercedes drivers here at the moment. Roscoe still sitting there behind the two Renaults. So it's the two Mercedes, a Ferrari. Well, that sounds familiar. 2016, 2017, much.
18.
18 too. Oh,
even 19.
Me, it's like
especially 19 at this track.
Yeah, but the difference is the Ferrari's on top, presume. As now, Leclerc, DRS.
Does he send it?
Think about it.
Oh, he does.
He does. Roscoe sending on his teammate behind.
That was a very nice move. Oh, Renault and Racing Point. Roscoe and Drix hit each other in the background there from what I saw. I don't know if you were spectating him.
I just saw the back of it, yeah. I saw the back of it there. As Raf gets a time penalty, so that could be a story a little bit later in the race.
I was just about to say, Wrath is looking pretty right now, and then he does that, so I guess I'm not going to say that.
Meanwhile, Ardell, Silk in. Ardell goes to hards and Silk goes to mediums.
One thing to think about is now that Aiden still has 5 seconds. Yeah, he has 5 seconds. He'll serve that in the pit stop, but once he serves that, he'll have nothing. So then if he can close up enough, he still might be able to
Roscoe's
no.
gone! Roscoe's gone! Hold on to Ross! And he may have gone away with damage. And if I'm Ross, oh jeez, the Racing Point's just, my god, this team is just cursed. Maybe I should sign another commentator for Tier 3 because I'm just cursing my Australian drivers at the moment. Meanwhile, the two Mercedes are right near each other here at the moment. And Dark Ice on Drax as well, side by side, as that's...
Wow, Dark Ice has got up the field quick.
Roscoe's in, Pops is around. My goodness me. Meanwhile, Echo and Toto closing with each other here at the moment. Echo looking for the move here on Toto. Of course, Echo on the medium tyres. And Stenner watching this from a key follower. Watch this from Stenner's point of view, because it'll be a great point of view. Echo looking, can he go for a run answer? He can't. And Toto stays the position. So...
You're around the pit window now for the soft runners, so... If you thought that the first 10 laps were interesting, well, you've just seen the start of it.
Drax has got nowhere to go, and here comes Radicus. Radicus just got nowhere to go on Drax. I think Radicus has been catching Matt in the last few laps, and oh dear, that's going to not help Radicus. And Radicus now comes through. Does Drax? No, he doesn't. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, Radicus started at the back of the grid. Let's remember that. P last, P18.
Satara's in. Satara in. Medium tyres will go on for Satara. And the Ferrari now, Roscoe gets a time penalty. Purely just through frustration. But as we said before, Monza, it's never over till the last lap. As Stenner now looks for it. Oh, Toto gave him a hit. I don't think he may have got light damage from it. Oh, Toto's around!
Yeah, Echo hit the rear of Toto. I don't... It looked weird there. I don't think his safety car will be needed, but...
I'll say this. I mean, the stewards could probably, if what these two think the stewards needed. I have been in an incident like that before, so... That's not an unusual incident what we're just seeing. That has happened before here at Monza. It's just a weird thing, and I'll be interested to see their point of views if they decide to put that in the stewards later on.
It'll definitely be interesting, because if Toto lost traction, it'll be his fault. Actually, I don't see how it wouldn't be Toto's fault, actually, because if he pinched him out too much to where Echo would have had to been on the grass, then it's still his fault. But the only time is if Echo had more room more than a car's width, and he'd still hit Toto, then that would be his fault.
Raf, Leclerc, Dark Ice in, Drax in as well. Drax might get held up a little bit here because he's pitted at the same time as his teammate. Let's see. And he only lost about probably a second or two anyway. But it can be a bit frustrating when you're in that seat. As now Raf here comes Echo, and Leclerc gets ahead of Satara. Interesting. So the question now is that where is Aiden Khan going to come out in all this? Because don't forget, Aiden Khan has to serve a 5-second.
Somewhere probably behind Leclerc and Zatara. Probably still in front of Dark Ice. I think he comes out P8. That's my guess. Hopefully I'm right.
Interesting to see as now Matt and Radicus. Radicus is closing right in here. These two, this is a crucial battle here between these two in this race. The margin between them and Raf is about 13 seconds. That's not a bad gap you want to have here at the moment in this race. As Aiden Khan's in, but let's watch Radicus here look for the move here on Matt. The medium runners as Radicus goes through on Matt and goes through the P1. Ardell gets a time penalty as now Brackish is out. It's a safety car. Oh boy.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough. And I think Adacon got saved because of that, because now he's ahead of Zatara. I would have been correct. I
think he did. I think he... Oh, it's tough to say.
But here's a massive question right now. Radicus, Matt, Stenner.
Here's the thing.
14 laps on softs. That's a big ask, but I think it can be done.
Toto's there. And I think we'll probably go about lap 15 before the safety car restarts. If I'm in this situation, I'd pit, because boy oh boy, if there's not another safety car, you're screwed. I said something that I wasn't allowed to say on stream. Thank God I hold myself back.
Yeah, I think you have to pit for softs if you're on mediums right now. It's the only choice you have.
You got to, and even if you're not confident in times, maybe hope for another safety car at the end, because you're probably going to see guys pit anyway on softs at the end. So yeah, they're both in, and boy oh boy, folks, that's going to make things very tasty. As let's see what they do. Yeah, softs out for all three. All three got soft tyres out, and it's going to be a stretch towards the end. But honestly, as you said, they really got no choice.
And Adacon is back in control of this race. Why? Because of penalties.
Penalties, yes.
He served that 5 seconds. He's got nothing else to his name now. And Leclerc's been a big mover as well. He's put himself in a nice position. P2 at the moment.
And Heatwave will be happy with that. Poms and Roscoe will be happy to get back into the running. Echo's in as well on a set of soft tyres. Yeah, so a few of these drivers, Clint Silk, a few of these drivers will be happy with this safety car. It gets them back into the pack and hope for a bit more chaos in the end of this one. And Ardell saying goes up into fourth, and Poms used to be as a break. I think Ardell could have been a little bit of like our incident in Turn 1 T4 last season maybe, but that was a bit of a different story. But yeah, that will probably be talked about a little bit later on. But safety car here, and boy oh boy, strap yourself in, because this safety car restarts here can turn into chaos, especially if the leader decides to hold up the field a little bit before after the final corner. So look forward to that one. Don't forget, next week is the Singapore Grand Prix. It's either the best race of the season or the worst race of the season, Singapore.
That's so true. That's so true.
It could be the most chaotic race you've ever seen, or could be the most boring race you've ever seen. That's the thing about the track.
The thing is,
in league racing,
it's either chaotic, or if there's no action, you got to sit there for over an hour and commentate a race because it's so long.
Especially if it's heavy wet.
Oh no. And that's when I leave the Tier 1 race, when that shows up.
Yeah, me and Rick have already spoken about that race and how much we're dreading that race. But, yeah, and don't forget Tier 4 coming up in about an hour's time, and I don't want to talk about it.
He's P1, tied for P1.
And very nervous because I love this track. But Radicus and Matt also P5 and P6. Be interested to see if they get someone advantage. But again, as you said, the DRS train can be a very, very, very annoying factor at this circuit. And these four are going to battle out hard. Satara P4 right now, doing superbly. I am going to look at the points, just the back of the championship just for a second, because I want to see what Satara's best result been in the season. But I think if Heatwave can get to the line, we're about to get for a restart.
I hope we do.
Honestly, I think Radicus and Matt will want to go one more lap.
Actually, look, Heatwave's being cheeky right now. He's going extra slow. He's on softs. He needs to make him preserve to the end. He wants that extra lap.
Oh, that's a cheeky minked ball there. That is.
I've never seen that one before, but
I'll think about that in the future.
That is really cheeky, because now he doesn't have to do a full lap, or he can save tires for another lap, and then.
Look at this! Look at this! Roscoe, Palms, Echo in because of this, and they've gone. Well, you know what? Let's go the sauce, because it's going to be 11 laps to go. Well, Echo was at the back anyway.
True.
And
but
that's what
Roscoe and Palms, yeah, I can see them. That's smart. Surprised Heatwave didn't pit, actually.
I'd like to point out here real quick, Satara's best result so far this season has been a 7th. And right now, things stay the way they are.
He's
Satara
on the podium.
would be on the podium. Yeah. Wow. And so I open my chat back up. 16 of 27. And yes, hello, be like, hello, Redeemer. Hello to you all in the chat. Strap yourself in, because this is going to be a hell of a last 10 laps. The battle between Raf, Leclerc, even Aiden Khan, Satara up there, Radicus, Matt, Dark Eyes, Driggs, Stenner. Stenner will be going for that field. Silk Weaver, Toto, Heatwave, Roscoe, Echo, and Palms. The safety cars in this lap. There's the penalties, chat. I will lock that in for now, because this could be the final run.
I gotta be honest, that was probably one of the most interesting safety car laps this season. Heatwave backed off so that get another lap, and then 3 people go into the pits.
I secretly... Is it bad I secretly want Raf just to keep doing this till the line? Just go straight to the safety car line, which you could see that here this weekend here at Monza, folks, so just watch that out, and we could see that here right now. Raf getting himself ready, Leclerc waiting for the moment to pounce. If Raf goes to the line, watch for chaos here. Now he's gone now.
Oh! And Palms hit the back of Echo. Smashed the back of Echo.
No, Aiden Khan was that was actually lag. Never mind. As meanwhile,
one.
unless that was lag, I don't know. Satara now closing up here on Stenner. Oh my goodness me, it is chaos
Silk
here in
around
this
the
race.
outside. Nope, not gonna happen. Matt and Radicus are gonna be on fire right now. And Zatarap, you had to jinx him. He's P8 right now.
Okay. Yeah, so
Oh,
Satara
Dark Ice
at
is
the back.
wide. Stenner gets through.
Meanwhile, Matt and Leclerc going at it here at the moment. As that is a car
Toto.
around. I think it's Toto, yeah. Yeah, Toto's around. As Matt, oh, a little bit of a moment there for Matt. Stenner gets a time penalty. It's another one for Stenner. And we hold our breath for the time being. And Silk Weaver now.
Here goes Radicus up the inside at the parabolic. He backs out of it.
Oh no! Oh no! Radicus holds on. He had to hold back there, and Senna says thank you very much. And Silk now. I'm so confused what happened there, chat. Just don't mind me. It's 3 wide between drags.
Oh my!
Heatwave.
They're gonna be 4 wide.
Oh no! It's Adakant's left the session.
Oh no, that's bad. That's bad for the race win.
And it actually might have been Adakant that saw spun, and of course a lag. As now Stenner now closes in here on Leclerc. Oh, closest you want to get between these guys at the moment. And can Stenner look for it? He just can't at the moment, but he can just wait for that DRS moment to get this move done. But looks at Radicus out of nowhere. Radicus says thank you very much, and Radicus could be on for a podium here.
Well, Radicus.
It's absolutely chaos here at the moment. As now Leclerc closes up through to P3, Radicus P4, Stenner there in P5. As now Dark Eyes closing in here at the moment in this fight for the lead, for P3 really at the moment. As now 2.1 seconds between Raf and Matt. DRS now enabled. So this could turn things into more bedlam at the moment. Radicus just not close enough. Wants that DRS. Stenner wants to be up there. So does Dark Eyes. Oh, there's contact!
Oh, Stenner's
gone! There was contact between Dark Eyes and Stenner Stenner's gone.
Oh, he's just retired on track. That's not...
If that's a safety car, boy oh boy, that will help.
Oh, Toto.
It's a 10-second penalty for Toto.
No, not yet.
No. As now Radicus now closes up here on Leclerc. It's not going to be a safety car or even a virtual. As now Radicus looks for it at the second Lesmo. There's contact. Radicus goes. Oh boy. It was an ambitious move. Just couldn't get it done. And Radicus goes around. Don't get damage. Holds onto it. And all he's got to do is just go back. Hold on. Silk out of nowhere's P4 after just absolute chaos this season. This race. I don't know why I said this season, but this race. He was at the back at one point and now he's P4. Can Heatwave look for the move here on Dark Eyes as well? Heatwave up there at the moment, but Heatwave has 2 time penalties, which could turn into crazy for him.
Good for the win right now, I'm not going to lie.
The question is how will his tyres be at the end? Estelle Roscoe is for the P8 racing point in the points at the moment. Echo! Oh, Drax has hit the back of Roscoe. Roscoe holds onto it, but Drax drifts back further through the field. Oh my goodness me. As now Heatwave on Dark Eyes now looks for the move here on the Red Bull and should get this done. Does get it done. As Adakant's rejoined, but back in P11, that's a shame for the Mercedes.
The Red Bull got him back. Oh no, we've seen this before. I thought they were going side by side in the second Lesmo again.
And Dark Eyes gets a time penalty for his troubles, and now he has to worry about Satara behind and Roscoe. Oh my goodness me, Satara looks, but holds back, and Roscoe now sits there behind. Wow, Echo gets a time penalty. Absolute battle here for P6 in this one at the moment. Roscoe, I thought he was going to send it there, but Satara pulls to the side, says, nah, as now 1.2 between Matt and Raf. Ooh.
That was a second gain that lap. He was 2.2 behind him. If he can get that DRS, I don't see why he can't win this race. And he's in it.
There, yeah, just stay there. Meanwhile, Dark Eyes sideways again. Roscoe sitting there behind with Satara and Echo watching there. Ada card, all he has to do is just gain those couple of seconds and he should at least get a top 5. At least. As now, look at this battle. 5th all the way down to 9th, which will turn into 10th very soon. Wow. As this will be big for Silk, because Silk is gonna, looks like he will get a podium. Silk will extend that championship lead over everybody at the moment. The driver that started BRL Season 6 in Tier 4 is leading the championship here at the moment and doing superbly. Under a second now for Matt.
Yeah, if he can just stick in this DRS, if he actually gets an overtake done now, and then he still has that 3-second buffer if his tires fall off, he'll be looking pretty for this race win here.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but when did Ardell retire? I can't remember when Ardell retired.
It was the first one to retire.
I can't. I completely forgot about that. But anyway, here is the battle for P5 at the moment, but we might have to keep one eye on the lead here at the moment because Matt is really on Raf at the moment. As Dark Eyes is really on the Heatwave on lap 22 and 27. Roscoe sitting there behind Satara there, so is Echo. Echo, hold on to it, Echo. He almost sailed off to the right and holds on to it nicely, but we'll watch this Heatwave actually gets the better run. So Heatwave looking very nicely at the moment, but Heatwave, of course, as we said, 2 time penalties at the moment.
I think Aiden can still salvage a P5 here. He's all 5 in front of him and still have penalties, and I feel bad for him because I feel. Oh, Echo's round!
Oh, that's a wheel!
Oh, and he's,
no way. No way. No way. If it's not.
I don't think so.
Wow, okay. I'm surprised it's not even a virtual. Surprised it's not even a virtual. Well, there you go. Not even a safety car. Interesting. As Dark Eyes is through on Heatwave. Gets it done. And, wow. That's a shame for Echo. It was an interesting crash. Just the rear just went kabonk on him.
Toto is just, okay. Yep. Okay.
And now, if that does anything, I'll hold my breath. But Raf now, 0.9 the margin. Matt, I think, is just sitting in his own world at the moment. And Silkweaver closing in on Leclerc as well. And I'm very surprised that none of these have actually caused even a virtual. It shows you maybe the game's actually improved with its frequency of how the safety car comes out, or the virtual.
Well, Echo should have been a safety car, let's be honest.
Yes.
Not because I wanted it to, but because that would be realistic to what real life would do.
Hey, I could go on a rant about that for an hour, but I won't. Roscoe still sitting there with Heatwave at Dark Eyes. Heatwave trying to close up here on Dark Eyes as well. Roscoe could still salvage a P60 for Racing Point.
Ooh, he thought about the move on Leclerc.
But Heatwave looking for Dark Eyes, and Dark Eyes looks to hold on here. But Heatwave, these two will go side by side. Let's go on board with Roscoe. Roscoe's going to try to take the both of them. No way! Roscoe's going to try to take the 3 of them.
He's got Dark Eyes. He hasn't got Heatwave.
But that's important for Roscoe because Heatwave's got 6 seconds. Roscoe's got 3. No, Roscoe bit it now when I'm giving you an absolute beauty of a commentary call as Roscoe up at a 6 will turn into 5th if things stay the way they are. As now
Aiden still would have 5th, so 6th.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sorry, 6. I forgot about Aiden. But Matt now was close and right up on Raf, but I don't think Matt's really pushing it.
He'd have to drop off massively these last few laps, and he still has DRS, so he has 3 laps to hold on and not get a penalty.
Well, for Ascari, he was very slow, so I think he's just taking it very cautiously at the moment because he knows he's got the win done. Lap 25 and 27, no more safety cars from here on out. Heatwave doing a little bit of left to right. Don't want to do too much of that, mate, as Roscoe just not close enough here at the moment. And Roscoe seeing that will be building a little bit of frustration, but Roscoe's just got to keep his call. That's important for Roscoe as Dark Eyes gets a time penalty. My goodness me. And Roscoe now trying to close up here at the moment. Aiden Khan behind Satara as well, as now Roscoe's just not close enough for the time being. Oh my goodness me, Dark Eyes went a little bit deep there, and he's gone. Deep. And Satara says thank you very much. Ada Khan says thank you very much. And Dark Eyes just drifts down the field as now Poms is up in a P11, but it will be P10 because P10 does not exist. So both racing points
is close to getting that though. His Poms says 6 seconds. Khan,
that's true. Ada Khan through on Satara now. So Satara making way through in points, and Dark Eyes in there behind.
Matt has dropped out of DRS.
With 2 to go. So this will be interesting as Roscoe looks on Heatwave, goes deep. Heatwave will find it back. Oh, don't want to make contact here, boys. Does Heatwave? I think Heatwave gets the DRS. Yes, he does. And now Dark Eyes is through on Satara. Here comes Heatwave again on Roscoe. Side by side, these two will go. Don't want to get too close here, boys, as now Heatwave is back through into 5th at the moment. Wow, great battles here in the mid-pack here at the moment. As now, yeah, and you're right about Poms and Radicus. Radicus looks like he'll get that P10 in this moment. Meanwhile, Roscoe still not close enough, but Satara's looking here on Dark Eyes. No. But Finn, 1.6 down between that and
dropping.
Raf.
It's dropping. It's dropped 6/10 on this lap.
Meanwhile, Silk has lost some time to Leclerc. Both of them on mediums, but Silk's lost some time.
Oh, Matt, he's lost it on Ascari, and he's lost a chunk of time, and he's 2.3 behind now.
Well, meanwhile, Satara's in the wall. Commentator's curse. I'm sorry, I'll never.
Roscoe's going for it again on Heatwave, and Heatwave. They're playing the back off game, and Aiden's gonna take Heatwave now. Around the outside, there's contact, and Heatwave saves it. They were playing the lift-off game.
I tell you what, Roscoe will be happy with that because I don't think he'll mind because he knows that Aiden Khan has a penalty anyway.
Wrath might win this. Oh, Dark Ice is recovered.
Well, that's going to get Poms points anyway. Aiden Khan looks for it here on Roscoe. Contact between the two.
Heatwave's lost it. He's lost it. He's lost the rear end at turn 1.
So much has just gone down that last lap. As now Aiden Khan looks here for the move on Roscoe. There's contact between the two.
Oh no! Oh no!
I tell you what, Ross, and Aiden Khan's off. Oh dear. That may be.
Who's going to win this race, though?
Yeah, let's go to the front. Let's watch Matt here through. Here, what is he?
Who's going to get P3 as well?
Oh,
he's lost time. He's losing time.
2.8, 2.9. It's going to come down to the line here between these two. Raf, right now, is just pushing it. Poms has left us.
Who's gonna win?
Oh my god, this race! 2.9.
I think Matt's got it. Matt's gonna win.
Matt wins the Italian Grand Prix.
Silk
what
will
a
get
finish
P3.
that was.
Yes.
Leclerc P4. Roscoe is actually letting Aiden Khan by. and P5 for Roscoe. Sorry, for Aiden Khan. Roscoe goes P6. So Roscoe has let through Aiden Khan after that incident. Heatwave.
I still don't understand why Dark Eyes retired. He would have gotten points still.
Heatwave comes through to 7th. Satara 8th. Radicus 9th. And Poms will get P10 even though he left. I don't know if that was just a leave.
Yeah.
Drax P11. Wow. Well, that was something. And driver of the day, I'll give that driver of the day in just a second, chat, when it pops up. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. But wow, Matt with the win, and actually, look, I think Matt should give. I'm going to give Matt driver of the day. Actually, it should be given to Matt. Actually, Cody's. What are you thinking?
I would have given it to Radicus if he didn't I think Radicus could have won that race. Because wasn't he ahead of Matt at the time when he spun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, chat, that the game gave someone who's not meant to be in here 17th to 10th, but yeah, Radicus went 8th to 9th, and Matt went from 12th to 1st. Just shows you how broken driver of the day is in this game. There's the results. We'll get our top 3 in just a second, and Silk now extends that championship lead with 15 points, and will lead by 16 points.
I feel bad for Aiden though. He got robbed of a win. Well, not. Yeah, I think he would have been in contention definitely. Matt would have been close still, but he didn't have a penalty, so he definitely got robbed of a podium.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Wow. That was something. My goodness me. As we await our top 3.
If we go by the 2021 cars, it's an all Mercedes powered podium.
Indeed. As I hope you've invited the top 3.
It didn't pop up on my screen. I will not lie. The results didn't pop up. I have a slow Xbox. I can still invite them. It is Matt.
Where's the Williams car? There it is.
Silk. And then Wrath. Is it SSR Wrath? Right?
Yes. As I just waited on Raf to join us, and we'll get things kicked off. There he is, and get things kicked off with Silk in P3.
Silk, you got the podium just off of Leclerc. I mean, with it's kind of weird because the finish for 1 and 2 was insane, but you had a little spin early on in the race, and then that was a recovery drive to get back to the podium. So yeah.
Add your words in my head. Don't give up, because you never know what's gonna happen.
Well, I'm glad you didn't give up because you got a podium out of it, and you extended your championship lead. P2 in the championship was not here tonight. So,
yeah. I thought all hope was lost, to be honest.
May have been a championship winning move by not retiring, because 15 extra points 15 points to 0 points is a lot of points. So, yeah, talk us through your recovery drive.
Yeah, like I don't have to go back and look why I spun. Either I was just stupid or I got a little bit of dirty air or something. It was definitely my fault. Like nobody touched me or anything. Um, and then yeah, I just tried to just get somewhat of an undercut on the mediums to do something just in case there wasn't a safety car, and then the safety car saved me. And I was like, I just tried to drive really carefully to not get penalties, and I got 2. And I was like, the last like 5 to 10 laps, I was concentrating very hard to not get a penalty. Yeah, and it worked out. Insane.
Yeah, like I say almost every week to some driver who's spun on stream, just never give up. And Echo showed it earlier in Baku this year, and you showed it tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
In Italy. Yeah, so I guess congrats on your P3. Great recovery
Thanks.
drive. And we'll go on to Wrath. Just. And when I say just, over a course of a 27 lap race when the win is only decided by a 10th. I know you're probably slightly gutted right now, but it's still a P2 finish, even though you're a 10th off the win. Yeah, I think after your teammate disconnected, it was just a straight fight between you and Matt for the win, and at some points, Matt lost some time at Ascari, on the exit of Ascari the last 2 laps, and it looked at some points that you might still take the win if you could get over that 3 seconds. But yeah, you still took pole, and no, it was Aiden on pole. You were P3, correct?
Yeah.
And but you still got an amazing start, and with Aiden having that 5 seconds, you had the net lead at that time. So just talk us through those final few laps as well. Trying to get that 3 second gap, and then I guess talk us through your start, because you did get an amazing start.
Yeah, I just tried to minimize the wheel spin, so to maybe send a dive bomb on my teammate, but I got a pretty good start, but it wasn't like amazing. So, but my teammate ended up running off, so that's when he got the 5 second penalty, and then yeah, we were just trying to stay close together and keep our pace up because we were like pulling away from everyone else, and then he disconnected. So after the safety car came out, and I saw after a few laps Matt got in P2, I knew it was just gonna be like a pace battle to the end, and I was just waiting for the soft to fall off, the soft tires to fall off in like the last few laps. That way I could maybe try and pull away. And yeah, I noticed he made a mistake in Ascari on the last few laps, so I was saving up ERS the whole time, so I just sent all my ERS and try to use my pace, and yeah, it wasn't enough though. It was a 10th off, so but it was really fun. But yeah.
Well, congrats on your P2 anyway.
Right. Yes, congrats P2, P3 as well. So, Matt, P1 winning here at Monza. Talk us through it. Especially after that safety car. Talk us through that one.
Well, I definitely didn't expect the win there. Italy's not one of my strongest tracks, I have to say. It's very, very easy to just lose the car. So I think the safety car was literally at the perfect time for me. It allowed me to get on those fresh softs. Everyone else on the fresh mediums, but the softs just had such a pace advantage. Leclerc didn't battle me very hard, which was nice of him. And I was just able to pull right up to Wrath, and I was happy to sit there in the DRS until the end, but then made a couple of stupid mistakes at Ascari.
Yes, we saw.
Almost died. I was just happy I didn't die more than anything. I didn't even care about the win at that point. I was like, oh, throw away a podium right at the end. But then I was managed to gain some composure. And I thought, I've got to really push for these last 2 laps. And it's just so close at the end there because the softs had gone past the point that they were good, so the mediums were better at that point.
Yeah, it was a very good. I think safety car came out at the right time for all your soft runners, and it really helped out. With that win, that does get you under 25 points of Silk at the championship. Do you think about championship, or you just keep doing what you're doing?
I mean, maybe. I don't think I really have the quali pace in this league. I think my best qualifying's been like 5th, 6th, and that was at Belgium, and I died instantly. So maybe it's better to start towards the back and just wait for other people to make mistakes and go the alternate strategy. That seems to work pretty well here, as I think all my podiums have come from doing that.
I think it has to.
I still think that Tier 3 race pace dominates over quali pace in the end, and that's kind of been the story of the season almost. I mean, you see Stenner, he's gotten like 4 or 5 poles, but he's only gotten 1 win. He's DNF'd the rest of them.
Yeah, I know Stenner's a very quick driver, but he's not very consistent. I think I just try and be as consistent as possible and not pick up penalties and just finish races. And if I keep doing that this season, you never know.
Yeah, that's right. You never know. Exactly right. It can change at the dime. But thank you to our top 3 for joining us. Points at the moment, by the way, if I've got my calculations right, Silk is leading by 16 points over Senna and Leclerc, and Matt moves up in a P4, 22 points behind. Stay tuned, T4 in about 40 minutes time, and then tomorrow T2, T1 with me and Rick, and then T5 and T6 at Monza. If it's full grids for T5 and T6, God help us all. Singapore next week, folks. Join us then. I think our drivers will agree it will be either a entertaining race or one of the most boring races of them all if it's wet. So be sure to tune in for that. If it's wet,
I think it'll be interesting.
Yes.
But it'll just be long.
Yes, true. It could be like 2 hours.
Yes.
See you next week, everybody. Stay tuned for T4. See you later. I'll see you for T1 tomorrow.